You know, I've been so stressed out the last 2 days. You know what the best way to get rid of stress is? No, not playing a different game. It is playing through all of these quests that I have here. Just checking things off of a list. You know what? That satisfying thing of let's get that one done. Let's get that one done. Let's get that one done is really nice to me. It's probably why I love RPGs so much, because oftentimes there is a list of things that you need to do, and you could just go check it off and be done for it. Exploring a dragon's cave yields new information for Tash. Are we going to fight a dragon? I don't know if I'm down for a dragon today. It's a lot of work.
Tosh, what are you doing?
She's not in her lair. I was ready. I could have fought her.
Tosh.
Doesn't matter. I can still look for clues. See if she'll turn into a monster like Gillinea's archdemon did. I have to figure this out. I'm a dragon slayer.
You're hurting.
Tosh, I know what happened at OSWguild shook you.
Stop. Just stop. I need to kill the dragon.
Why? What do you need to prove?
Wait. Look at that.
Ropes.
Kunari ropes. The Antam. They're the ones who've been blighting the dragons for the gods. Those fucking ropes. They tie her down with these ropes so they can blight her. They turn her into something blighted and ugly and wrong. Something she was never supposed to be. Chakra Toebra. I've got to be ready to fight her. I'm a dragon slayer.
Tosh.
I'm a crappy Kunari. I'm not really Ravani. I'm no good as a daughter. I can't even be a woman right. I have to be a dragon slayer.
I will say that this feels very out of left field. Like, there was no build up to this. Maybe if I took her to OSWguild with me, it would have been different. I would have seen some of that. But this kind of feels like she went from 0 to 100 really quick, and I didn't get an in-between thing. So it almost feels like I missed a conversation. But I know I haven't, so it's a very strange way of just throwing you in there. I understand where she's coming from, but it doesn't feel like it was earned, you know, like there was no lead up to it. I have to be a dragon slayer, and you are. You are a dragon slayer.
You're a good dragon slayer, Tosh. You're also a good warrior, a good lord of fortune, and a good member of this team. We need you if we're going to stop the gods, and you need to believe in yourself. So tell me, what's really going on?
My mother put these ropes on me. She tied me up. Why did she do that? Is it because I didn't fit as a woman? Is it why I don't fit as a woman?
Tosh.
The Shadow Dragons say there are people who use they instead of he or she. They're not men or women. And I like how it feels when I imagine myself that way. But I'm not supposed to breathe fire. Am I not supposed to feel like this? What does she want me to be?
Yeah, I see where they're going with this. I go back to my previous point that I made. And you know what? I'll find the exact episode in case you want to go hear it, and in case you haven't heard what I said about it, because I think I spoke very eloquently about it back then, and I don't feel like I'm ready to speak eloquent about it today. So I'll go look. I'm looking it up right now. It'd be really nice though if so. The YouTube has this studio app. And they recently changed it. So it's for people who have a YouTube channel. You can go in, you can view all this stuff. But I'll tell you what. Sometimes they change things on this and it makes it impossible to search for stuff. And I get really agitated with it. Let's see here. It was, I think, like episode... It was either... Okay, goodness. It was somewhere between 26 and... Nah, I got nothing. I was trying to help out by giving you a... Basically, I feel like this storyline needs to be in the game, but is done so poorly, and that's unfortunate. And I put it back to how I feel about the ethnic hairstyles in this game. Finally, some company has freaking nailed it. You know, you look at the black hairstyles in particular that they've added to this game, and they actually look like black hair. And that is something that games just haven't done well. Ever. And finally, they have people on the team, artists on the team, who are able to recreate that. And then now those people who are playing the game, I am not one of them, right? I am just a generic white guy with a beard. I've never not felt represented in a game, so I don't understand what that is like. And people who have been wishing that black hairstyles had finally been done correct now have a game that has done it, which means the rest of the industry will end up following, because that is something that's been an outcry in recent times. In fact, Blessing at a Junior did an amazing video from Kinda Funny talking about this a few years ago. And I always reference that in this case because it's kind of similar. The reason they were able to get the black hairstyle thing to work is because they got people who understand that hairstyle as artists to get in there and model it and make it work. When it comes to this particular storyline with Tash, it feels like it is just thrown in there to check a box, and they don't actually have something that feels tangibly real, right? It doesn't feel like this is an authentic story that is being told. It just feels like it's being told because they felt like they needed this character in the game to represent somebody, but it doesn't feel like it's representing anyone because it's not doing it well enough. And I think that's a problem. It does more harm than good. And you could tell because you've got people who comment on these videos that I make saying that how dare I continue to play a garbage game because of this. This is their main reason, is Tash. And it's like that tells you how badly represented this story is and how it's not doing a just cause for those people. And that's a shame. That's heartbreaking because those people want to feel just as represented as people with black hairstyles, and they're not doing a good job of it. And I think that is this game's greatest sin. Urge Tash to embrace Qunari culture, or urge Tash to embrace Ravani culture. Honestly, I'm not really sure which of these is better. I think forget what she wants.
What do you want to be? Your mother brought you to Ravane for a better life.
I know.
So live it. Be who you are. Don't tie yourself down for someone else's fear.
I want to be... No. I am Ravani. And I'm not the daughter my mother wanted. That Tosh, she was never really me.
Who is the real Tosh?
She is... They are... not a woman. Or a man. The Shadow Dragons had some fancy terms, but using they and knowing that, it feels good.
Sounds like a good start.
Thanks. Come on, let's get out of here.
Sounds good.
That makes me really sad because you know that the people who made that, who wrote that, felt like they were trying to help, and it didn't. It hurt. It hurt a lot of people for many reasons. Some more incendiary than others. You know, for some people, that detonates weekend. What is she? Applies overwhelm. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go ahead and give her the Dragonfire Strike. We'll level this one up. It's tough because, like, you certainly have some people who just hate people. They just do. If they're not like them, they hate them. And that's a big problem. Like, seriously, just be good to people. It doesn't matter. They're people. They're a human being. don't dehumanize them because they are different than you. I think that's a big part of this. Is you've got some people who actively hate anyone who is different than them, even though they wouldn't want to necessarily admit that. If you're one of those people, I'm sorry that you're having to hear that from me. But, like, seriously, just be good to people. It doesn't take much. It's like basic human decency to another human being who's not hurting you in any way, right? That's another big thing. They haven't done anything yet. But you also have a poorly written story, and it's okay to criticize that. Especially when it's done in a way that feels like it is checking a box and not actually trying to make a difference.
Here we go.
I think it's important to have stories take you on a journey and to try to say something, to try to make a point. Right? That's the whole point of storytelling to begin with. In the past, it may have been, it may have been like a moral of a story, like you learning some great thing that you're gonna, have your life changed by, or the way that you handle certain situations. You'll consider a different way, right? It opens your mind to there being possibilities of things that you don't know. Storytelling is great for that. But when done poorly, it's also very inflammatory to the thing that it's trying to tell a story about.
I meant to tell you, I gave Hassan some leftovers the other day.
Oh, how do you like them?
He ate everything in 2 bites, so that part was easy. Maybe that's what upset his stomach.
How do you know?
I could smell it.
Like,
Careful, ahead.
if you take, let's take a universally, globally loved video game. You take Hades, the first game, Hades.
Right.
It's on the inside, too. We can still search it.
So let's take Hades as the perfect example, because it is a game that, on its surface, is not necessarily trying to make some point or tell some story, but in reality, it is telling a very great, grand story about this relationship between a father and a son that is very strained. Why? Well, there's lies there. There's things that Hades is telling Zagreus, or not telling him.
Not anymore.
And by the end of the game, you have this reconciliation between father and son, and it's this amazing story. And I remember when I finished the game, I was going through you're on the boat on the river Styx, you're headed back to the House of Hades, and I had recently had my daughter. She had recently been born at that point, and I just started crying during that part of the game because I felt that connection greater than I would have otherwise. I understood the story they were trying to tell there, and it was very, very effective. And storytelling in that way can be good. It could be important. It could show you different perspectives, or in this case, it could relate to you in a deep way that other mediums can't. And honestly, that is a perfect example of good storytelling, because even the people who weren't parents and completed that story understood what they were trying to tell, and it took you on that journey, and it was believable, and everybody could relate to it in some way. Just like this story with Tash could be a story about not belonging, or feeling like you're not a part of something, or feeling like you're not good enough, and yet it comes across as just, let's check this box off this story because we needed it in the game, let's check it off. It's like, no, don't do that, because it's not well done. And it hurts people more than it does anything else, and it hurts the game and the reputation of the developers. Like, there's a point in which you just need to cut something, and that needed to be cut because it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I think there is a way to tell a story about Tash, about her struggles, about the way that she feels and believes, and is able to take everybody on that same journey where they can relate in some way. That is a well-done story. This one is not. It's unfortunate. Blue buttons, dried petals from a flower found throughout the Anderfels, among the first to fade when blight emerges. These blue buttons smell of warm honey and rainy spring mornings, things the blight forgets. And I should say, I respect the developers, I respect the writers. I've done game design, I've done writing in games, and you know what? It's hard work. I don't think I could do better. I don't think I can do better, but I know there is a way to do better. And being able to forge that path is something that you got to learn from, definitely, and try better in the next. Note below, griddle cake recipe. Want to try with strawberries? All right, what happened here? That looks gross.
Only death where the blight goes.
Okay. Is there something else in here? It says investigate the blighted grove. Have I not done that? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm not supposed to be walking around in here. Where is it? It's saying it's over there. Maybe it's on the outside. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's not. I feel very lost. Oh, that's telling me something else. Investigate the physician's cabin. Well, we've done that too. Maybe I'm missing something back there in the grove, and because I haven't found that yet, this is not working. That's going to be my assumption, right? Because I read that. There's nothing else here. Nothing on the roof to shoot or anything like that. All right, cool. So let's go back and we'll figure this other part out. And then hopefully we fix that quest. Though this particular area...
The ones I left in your room?
I did. A little hard, but they tasted good. And to thank you.
You ate them? All of them?
Why? What's wrong?
Well...
Bellara?
Those were dog biscuits for Hassan. Wait, do griffins even like dog biscuits?
The tree.
Very funny. Fallen map. Map of Pausberg wetlands with redoubt and nearby villages. Village ruins circled. Across the village are the words hold here.
A map and plans.
From
You okay, guy?
Wardens.
Ah!
He's
Goodness.
gone. He was drawn to the tree.
He heard it singing. To him, anyways.
If his calling was close, it might have looked beautiful to him.
We'll tell the wardens.
Go to the Lost Village. Yeah. But what about this? Let's investigate that one. Because it's right there, and I'd like to get done. But yeah, this little area that we've been in has had that issue before with the blight pustules over there not allowing me to break it. Gosh, that still frustrates me because in hindsight, it looks like I'm just stupid and I couldn't figure it out. But I go back and I watch the footage. It was not letting me do the tab thing on it. It's agitating. I've got a feeling that... So I can't shoot this, right? No. All right, I've got a feeling I'm just going to have to come back to this one. After a nice little quick travel, I'm sure it'll fix itself. Is there anything down over there? No. Okay, so we'll just head up this way. Actually, I could just quick travel over there because that will fix the quick travel issues, I assume. Well, and then we can quick travel back, obviously, because there's a point right there, which is actually kind of nice that both of these things are like back to back. Go with someone.
No problem.
And we're gonna attack this one. Now, obviously, we've been in here before. But they're changing some things up here. They're adding some new stuff.
Spawn. Bring them down and we'll clear a path.
Man, the fact that I just can do 1,000 damage to one of those dudes is so good. I love my bow. Whoa. Not get hit by that. Also, since upgrading my weapons, I do feel like I'm doing a lot of extra damage. It's really nice. Also got the achievement for leveling up the caretaker as much as I did, which is nice. I need to turn achievement pops back on for Steam. Oh my goodness, how do I get that? Surely I just shoot it. But that one in particular does not want me to shoot it. I know there's a way that I can get a little higher somewhere, but maybe not here. Maybe if I go up on this little ledge, it'll give me the height that I need to shoot at it. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be so angry at the game. There we go, thank you. Pop that one. That opens this up finally, and that's how we get that chest, I'm assuming.
Should be easier to travel through here. That'll help the wardens.
Yeah. Is there any loot? It's funny that they couldn't just let me do that the first time I came through here. New codex entry, Bones Beneath the Creek, verse 2. Anderfell's folk song lyrics. She saw the strange light dancing. She thought she heard it speak. Come now, Ella, we are prancing from bones beneath the creek. Okay. Collect that. Talk to them.
Are you all right?
We wanted to prove we could stop the Darkspawn, that we deserve to be here. There had to be a reason we survived when so many others at Weiss helped. I'm not as bad as I look. I can get myself back to Lavendel. Thank you. I just need a moment to say goodbye.
Okay. Quest completed. Lives spared. That. This. Ooh, she leveled up. What did I just get? Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. Anderfell's Codex. I'm not going to read that right now. I know what loot I got. Something. I got something. I got something. Do I know what it is? No, it's going to take forever to go through and figure that out, so I'm not even going to bother. Okay, she's got 2 extra points. We've actually gone through both of trees here. Man, I didn't realize I gave her that much experience. I guess I just upgrade her time slow? When did she get that much experience? I'm like actually kind of confused by that. Did Davern level up? No. She is like significantly further ahead than everybody else. Not that that's a bad thing. I feel like I'm actually quite happy with her progress. I mean, we take her everywhere. Since the beginning of the game, we've been taking her everywhere. So I'm not really surprised by that, I suppose. But at the same time, I am... I guess partially expecting everybody else to be able to kind of keep up. Is it Inquisition that companions leveled simultaneously? What am I thinking? Did they? I don't remember.
Look for medical supplies.
Okay. We'll investigate this again. So we're going to look at her.
There's only death where the blight goes.
Yeah, I see that. Investigate this.
There was a life here.
Not anymore.
We're going to look at this. Okay. Nothing. At this point, do I just break everything? I'm very confused what it wants me to do with this quest. Is the quest just broken? Can I not bash any of these things? Like, I see a chest here. Okay, is there some way to remove the blight? I think that's another question we can have. Not on this side. Not out here. Nope. Gonna be honest, I think it's just broken. I guess I can Google it. Because this one is not working. Let's see here. Dragon Age. Dragon. No, like, why? Fat fingers. Dragon Age. I don't even have fat fingers. It's a cabin in the blight. What's the first thing that pops up? We're gonna look at the IGN guide. What am I missing here? Go there, blah, blah, blah. Man, this is not helpful in the slightest. Speak to the physician in Lavendel who directed you. get some supplies, follow the quest marker. May need to check all 3 nodes. Huh. Yeah, nothing that I would assume that this is supposed to work, but it's not. So we're going to go to that one down there. I don't understand why this isn't working. It's really kind of annoying. I don't get it. There's nothing in here that allows me to do anything. I've looked at this stupid thing for strawberries. That's not helpful. There's nothing there. There's nothing in here to shoot. Okay. Fine. You know what? I'm just gonna take a second. I'm gonna look up some other things, and we'll not waste your time. Okay, I have tried several different things. I've tried reloading the game, tried going back to the main menu, coming back, and all this stuff. Looking at this note is what's supposed to update it. I've watched several videos of people doing it. It's just not working. It's just broken. So we're gonna move on and go do a different quest. Eventually, we'll come back and see if it works again. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. It's really annoying that it's just broken, but it is what it is. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I haven't come across more quests that are like this, that are broken, because in these open world games, like Inquisition, for example, when they first launch, there usually is a handful of things that just break. And this is especially annoying for players on PlayStation, because they're trying to platinum the game. Sometimes there's an achievement to do all the side quests, and they're unable to do that.
Did Asan get them?
No, I don't want to hear about your stupid biscuits again. Yeah, they're trying to like platinum the game, and they're unable to because the game broke. Like, I can imagine how agitating that might be. Thankfully, I'm not really caring about achievements whatsoever. Even though I'm like, yeah, I got an achievement coming up. Yeah, it's just annoying. I wish it would actually work. Shoot this up there. He's almost dead. We'll get him eventually. Yeah, there we go. I do kind of regret not picking up the quick travel points down here when we went last time. I guess I gotta run up there, huh? He'll finish him off, I think. I would hope so. He's got like nothing left. That's the problem. These stupid companions, they don't do enough damage. Let's level up real quick. Actually have some good bonuses we can get here. Dealing critical with projectile ability grants precision. Yeah. That one is pretty good. I kind of feel... Oh my goodness, with these biscuits. I don't care about these biscuits.
Yeah, and your note, Asan biscuits inside, do not eat. So I didn't, and he did.
Oh, I see. It's another one.
Good. Did he like them?
3 squawks after the last bite says he did.
Great. And he didn't start floating or anything?
No, why would you ask?
No reason.
It's very weird. I regret not picking up these quick travel points, as I was saying. I feel like I could have saved some time, but honestly, did I need to? Also, I did come down here, but it wasn't allowing me to get them.
This is where those wardens were attacked. The cauldron.
Let's have a look.
Oh, this is my like final main quest that I need to do.
Bad day at the cauldron.
What could do that?
What have they been hiding inside?
Must be important.
Whatever it is, I'm sure they had good reasons for all the secrecy. Look at what happened to Icehopt.
Must be something more secret than griffins. Be ready for anything.
Cool. I guess we're going that way. Found the cauldron. Can I go pick up this beacon? That's the real question. Can I get the one behind me? Because before I think it was locked out. And I just want to make sure. Because if I can just grab this one now and be done with it, that would be freaking great. Yes, I can. Good. Bam, fast travel. Also, there's a chest up there. How does one get up there? I'm assuming I'm gonna loop back around some way. That'll probably be what ends up happening. Can't go that way. Whoa. Can I go up here? Is there any loot? Don't look like it. Totally fine. Okay. Let's head off this way and get that quick travel and start his quest. I do kind of want to go back and check that stupid physician hut. See if I can get that. It's just one of those days. I'm all stressed out.
Zahn can get us up there.
The game's not working. You just, you know, sometimes you just gotta hit reset. You know what I mean? You just go, things aren't working. I'm just gonna hit the reset button and move on. Come back a different day. Where's that quick travel? It's kind of odd that they have two quick travel points so close to each other. Not gonna lie. And why do I have two different ways to go here? I'm assuming I can go either way. So maybe I go up first? Uh-huh. But what's the point of this? Okay, I got a legendary rune. Yeah, that's a good point. But why do I need this like quick access? The way to get across is right over there. Am I crazy? All right, let's go check this quest one more time. I've given it enough time. I've done a cutscene and everything. Worst case scenario, I gotta travel back to the whatchamacallit first. The lighthouse. I just want this quest done. It's bothering me that I can't get it checked off my list.
Look for medical supplies.
Okay. Now here's the thing. We're not gonna touch anything yet. Okay. Let's do this. I haven't talked completely.
There was a life here.
Not anymore.
Alright, we're gonna give it a 5-second count. Alright. Before we touch anything else. And then we do this.
There's only death where the blight goes.
Okay. You're gonna just say that every time, huh? And then, please work. Give it 5 seconds. Nope, nothing. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna hit the big reset button on today. That's where I'm at. We're gonna hit the reset button. We're gonna come back and we're gonna figure out why this quest isn't working.